Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends, and a special feeding episode. This is an epic that we picked up at the recent Awakening of the Artifacts event. And this is Inknatius. Okay, he is, again, he's an epic. He has metal and darkness, and we're going to take a look at him right now. So let's find a nice spot for him. Darkness seems to be a good place. Got a couple of options. We'll put him with Frankie, because why not? Okay, he comes equipped with firearms. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, let's just exit and grab a hold of this dude. Jabru! Oh, come up with something else. Come up with something else. Anyway, he's got a locked ruin slot, which isn't so terrific, but, you know, going into this, remember, it's an epic, so how useful are they? We'll see. Sometimes they can be. Sometimes not so much. We'll see which kind he is. Alright, so his speed and his power are pretty close to each other. Life isn't bad. So, let's see. Oh, and of course, he has a trait here. This is artifacts are not alive, immune to all status effects. So, he's more or less like the others of his kind, in which case you cannot get any status effects to cling to him. Those are good and bad, by the way. So, anyway, let's take a look at some skills here. Okay, low physical, ink spit. And of course, Black Geyser. Oh, that's moderate dark damage. Interesting. Interesting. And of course, what we saw there, the little machine gun thing, this is called Machine Gun. And that is deals massive dark damage to all enemies, may blind all targets, may poison all targets, may magnetize all targets. Okay, if you could put that onto a legendary, that would be awesome. So, yeah, I mean, that's not so bad. That does a lot of good stuff there. I wonder if he's going to do... I'm guessing he's probably going to do blinding and poisoning himself, since he's got so much toxic stuff inside of him. Alright, so let's take a look here. Originally, Inknatius was designed to print news and books. Its memory has stored all the information ever processed, giving it an extensive vocabulary, and such an acid sense of humor that it will poison everyone around it. Well, somehow we're going to feed him. So let's begin. Get him to his first evolution first. And there it is. Okay. Is that a little top hat he has up there, or just a spout? Anyway, okay, got the gun. Ignatius got a gun. Alright, let's continue on to level 7, his first skill. Tox Ink. Deals moderate metal damage. 50% chance of poisoning target. Yeah, poisoning. Okay. Poisoning and blinding, I'm guessing he can be doing a lot of that. It's the whole ink thing. Alright. Obviously, we're taking that because we don't have a choice. Alright, let's continue to level 10. Inkception! Oh, we're going to get a lot of ink jokes, aren't we? Okay. Deals moderate dark damage. Okay, no cooldown, but that is a lot of stamina for that. I have to keep my eyes on the stamina for this dude. That's a lot of stamina. What was the first one again? 30. 30's not bad. 40 for a moderate dark damage attack? That seems like a lot. Alright, well, let's continue to level 15. Blink. Deals moderate dark damage, 50% chance of blinding. Yes, I've said blinding. That's 30%, that's 0 cooldown. We'll put that up here, just so we don't see it again. Alright, let's continue to level 20, and this will be his final evolution. And... Ninja Shot. Deals massive dark damage. 70? Stamina? Oh, okay, we'll put that here. What's going on with that? 70? I mean, it's a lot of damage, but let's put it in context. He's an epic, right? So he's never going to be as powerful as a legendary. But even then, 70? That's kind of kooky. Alright. Anyway, there he is, his final form. And yes, he does have a little, like, bowler on his head now. He's very cultured. He's also destructive, too, and very expensive. Alright, so let's continue to level 25 and get another skill. Hopefully less stamina. Introduction! Deals heavy metal damage, may poison target, requires cooldown. That's a 50... What is going on here? Okay, well wasn't there one here that poisoned... This one. This one poisoned. Okay. I don't see this guy being used a lot. Just saying. Seems pretty expensive to use. Alright, so let's go to level 30. His next skill is... Smoke Bomb. Deals very heavy dark damage, may blind target. Okay. We're going to put this one... Oh, I think I got rid of the other one already, didn't I? I think I did. I think I got rid of the other one because it was 50% I didn't care. So I guess we'll put it over there. 60 stamina. Okay, you're not going to be able to do very much now, are you? Nope. Alright, still don't have something for the first bot, but I'm sure something's got to show up. Probably something with, like, use all of his stamina, right? 200 stamina skill. Alright, let's go to level 35. Bomb Ink. Deals moderate metal damage to all enemies. Okay, 45. I think that's a discount. Pretty sure that's a discount compared to everything else. Alright, we'll just throw it there. It's the first multi-enemies one that I got, so we'll just throw it there. So I don't know if that's where we are with this, but let's just keep going and we'll see. Because, I mean, he's only level 35, so let's just see. And level 40? Ink Waterfall. Deals moderate metal damage to all enemies, 50% chance of poisoning all targets, 50% chance of blinding all targets. 2-round cooldown. Okay, the one that I have there does more damage. But it's got no cooldown. Oh, I didn't realize that. It had no cooldown. If you do a moderate damage attack, you can do that every round. This one, no. They're 50% chances, but you know, I think I have to take them. Alright, let's think about this. I can't think of any situation in which I'm going to use that. I mean, no. I mean, that is just... I mean, they're all absurd. You know, they're all absurd. I mean, look, this one... Look at the difference between this one and Smoke Bomb. See the difference in the damage? It's just like a little bit. So, I mean, I could just use this one. It's only got a 1-round cooldown and I can blind. I'm just going to put this one up here. Alright, so this is a case where I don't want upgrades because they'd probably be huge amounts of stamina. But I guess we have to look, right? We have to get him to 60. Alright, let's go to level 45 and hopefully a repeat that we don't have to... Ninja Chop. That's the one I just got rid of. And level 50? Dark Storm. Deals moderate dark damage to all enemies, may blind all targets. Okay. The new one does more damage, and it actually does blind. Slightly more stamina, but I mean, that's completely reasonable. Okay, so what am I missing? I'm missing the poisoning. Right, which is only 50% chance. I'm getting a much better chance of laying down the blindness, and I'm getting more damage. I'm also turning a metal attack into a darkness attack. The first one I have is a metal attack, so I'll be having one of each. So I'm thinking I definitely go with this one. They have the same cooldown. I'm thinking I definitely go with the new one. Just works better, you know? Alright, so we're probably done with him because he's only an epic. He goes up to 90. I'm guessing we may have run into his skills already, but I need 2 more increases to get him to level 60. So let's just see. You never know. No. And finally, we're done. Let's take a quick look, just make sure. Ink Waterfall, right. I took that one out. Alright. Okay, we're done. Okay, he's very expensive to operate. But of course, one of the things you have to take into consideration is that he is an epic. These days, even if he is in a fight for a while, he's probably not going to last very long. So I don't think he's ever going to run into a problem of running out of stamina. Let's just take a quick look here. Speed's not bad. His life isn't bad at all, considering he's an epic. I mean, he's not meaty or anything, but at least he isn't, like, fragile. You know, I've seen legendaries at the same level who were getting very close to 8,000 in health. They're fragile. He's not fragile. That 9,500's not too bad for an epic at 60. Okay, so let's take a quick look. And, of course, the power and the speed are pretty much the same. Pretty much the same, so... All right, let's look at these skills. These are the ones that I chose. Pretty much there were some other options, but I think this is pretty much the way you got to go. And he has some massive stamina issues, but like I said, I don't think he's going to be in a fight very long. All right, let's look at the first one. Bomb Ink. Deals moderate metal damage to all enemies. Okay, that's actually nearly high damage too, and it has no cooldown. It does have a high stamina though. You put that on a legendary, and he's going to break things. Lots of things, especially if you put speed on him. So that's not bad. Actually, I think that might be his lowest stamina attack. No, that's not true. He does have others. All right, so this one, like for instance, this is Dark Storm. Deals moderate dark damage to all enemies, may blind all targets. The damage isn't bad. It's it's mid-moderate. It's only got a 2-round cooldown, and that one I do believe is his lightest stamina usage one. That's not bad. That's not bad. Put that on a legendary. That's not a bad one. I'd take something like that any day. Moderate damage with blinding and 2-round cooldown. That's not bad at all. Okay, so we got Introduction. So what this is it deals heavy metal damage, and it may poison target. 1-round cooldown. That's not bad at all. Except, of course, for the incredibly huge stamina. Wow. 50? I realize, at this point, I'm just looking at it and going, wow, that's a lot. Is he going to get a chance to get to a second or a third round? I don't know. I guess it really depends. They're not doing anything really with epics these days. It seems that these characters are kind of not useful. We'll see. Maybe they do something in the future. I would really like that. Could they make like a section of something that was just epics? That'd be kind of cool. All right, so anyway, and we have the final one here. Smoke Bomb. Deals very heavy dark damage, may blind target, requires cooldown. 1-round cooldown. 60 stamina. He'll hurt something with that, but again, remember, you have to realize that it's wrapped around the attack power of an epic, which means it's going to be limited. But it's not bad at all, except for that stamina. I just don't understand why his stamina costs are so large. But as I said, in the grand scheme, it probably doesn't matter. Now, he doesn't really have anything that would be like, I've got to get this guy in here for an awesome combo. He doesn't really have anything unique. He's basically got regular attacks that blind, that poison, and blind again. Actually, this one was a group one that blinded. So he doesn't have anything truly unique. The most unique thing about him, obviously, would be his trait, where you can't really get anything on him. You can't put dots on him. You can't put a stun on him or anything like that. Of course, you also couldn't put regeneration or a shield on him either. So you take the good with the bad, right? Yeah, his stuff is kind of common. Generally speaking, his stuff is kind of common, and they have very high stamina costs, which in the end really isn't going to matter. If you're going to use him, you probably put damage or speed on him. As I said, he's probably not going to live very long, no matter where he is fighting, because, again, epics really aren't fighting epics these days. If you throw an epic in, he's fighting a legendary. So you really don't even have to worry about the stamina, because if he gets to a second attack, it'll be miraculous. And he doesn't really have that skill that you would really want somebody to have, that really could help you against legendaries. Like Nautilus, for instance, who can attack a whole bunch of times and do freezing and magnetism and stuff like that. Or, multi-round charms, as some epics have these days. This just doesn't really seem to be a reason. But anyway, he's okay. He's got common stuff. He does have the protection of being basically an artifact, so that's not so bad. But anyway, it's hard to say how you'd end up using him in the future, he's kind of cool looking, but it's really hard to say how you end up using him in the future. Anyway, this is Inknatius, And he's an epic, and he's an artifact, and he looks cool. Just not overly useful in the grand scheme. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.